machine. Scalping seconds, slicing fast. Ride the wave, don't let it pass. Green and red, they set the tone. Win or lose, I'm in the zone. Trade the dots, connect the line. Profits calling, it's my time. Precision moves, sharp and clean. Living life on this money machine. Every tick's a heartbeat loud. High stakes play, I'm feeling proud. Risk and thrill, it's all the same. One more trade to up my game. Pivots turn, I'm locked and sure. Cut the losses, keep it pure. Every trend, I see the clues. I'll ride the highs and dodge the blues. Trade the dots, connect the line. Profits calling, it's my time. Precision moves, sharp and clean. Living life on this money machine. Eyes locked on the glowing screen. Numbers flash like a fever dream. Charts align like stars in space. Fingers twitch, it's a digital race. Trade the dots, connect the line. Profits calling, it's my time. Precision move, sharp and clean.
Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, I'm going to change myself over here. There we go. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Somebody give me a sound check, mic check, video check, all check. Everything good? Let me know. Money machine, baby. Money machine. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing? I'm in the city today. I'm actually going to be in the city probably tomorrow. I'm really enjoying the peace and quiet of my own apartment away from my house and all the nuts. It's really beautiful. Good morning, Ashwin. Good morning, everybody. How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? Today, I'm going to do a very, very simple thing. I'm going to just focus on one thing only, which is moving this 103 account, which is only $300 away from funded, towards funding status. Small sizes, just going to trade NASDAQ and S&P. Don't even talk to me about gold. I don't give a fuck about gold. Don't mention gold. You trade gold at your own. If I see gold in comments, I will ban you. Okay? No, I'm just kidding. But I don't want to be polluted by gold for even a microsecond. Okay? So that's what we're going to do. That's going to be the new rules of my trading because I fucking hate the product. Okay? I don't want to trade it. And there's no reason to trade it if I'm not good at it. Okay? So I mean it. If you just mention the word gold, I'm going to ban you from the room. Okay? We're going to trade the one thing that we make money in, day out. You're free to trade gold. You're free to trade oil. You're free to trade, crypto on Pluto. I don't give a shit. I'm just tired. I'm just tired of trying to please everybody and fucking up the accounts. Okay? That's going to be the new rules. I'm going to make my life easy for me, and you guys are welcome to do whatever the fuck you want. So we're going to trade equities. I'm going to try to trade primarily trend, but if I get counter trend moves with confirm, like right now, we got, what time is it now? It's 9:35. S&P is counter trend. By the way, I think I have, I'll put like a little banner over here. Hang on a second. Let me see if I can do this. Where are we? Check this out. I wonder if I can do this. Yeah. Oh, cool. See this? This gives like a little quick checklist. I'll come back to that checklist in a little bit, as we're watching it. But here's the point. The red, the SMA is turning red over here on the charts. If there's a red dot and a red SMA, we're going to go short. But it's obviously like right now not showing it to me, even though it's a counter trend trade. We're going to take counter trend trades at small size just to give ourselves more sample sizes. But generally, what I really want to do is take as many trend trades as possible. Okay. You can see over here on wealth charts. And all I'm going to do on wealth charts is basically trade the same account in S&P and NASDAQ. So here's S&P. You can see I took a couple of S&P trades to the upside this way. So right now, actually, as we're looking, we got 30 seconds left, and I just want to confirm this. Do I have a red thing? Yes. So as long as this goes to 602.75, or even 603, yeah, it's not going to do that. But if it stays at 603, gives me a red dot, I'll short this on small size. We're going to follow our checklist to the T, both trend and counter trend. Okay, just kind of letting you guys know how we're going to trade this. There we go. Okay, back out here. No trade right now. No trade on NASDAQ because the trade in NASDAQ already would have been done. I would have been short here, made money here. I didn't take that trade. We're going to take just NASDAQ and S&P on our trades. I'll keep open positions tab open so you guys can see all the open positions like this, and we just go from there. All right, is that clear? Everybody clear what we're doing? Yes, it is Alpha Trader. It's Alpha Trader by Brent Donnelly. Yeah, I just want like laser focus. I don't want to fucking trade a million different things because everybody wants to be entertained. We're going to try to make money today, okay? Or at least follow rules. I mean, if we follow rules, whether we make money or not make money, doesn't matter. The most important thing is to follow rules. Entertainment really kind of, blows up the follow the rules game, and I think it hurts us more than it helps us. So we're just going to really laser focus on trade ideas. Right now, NASDAQ and S&P are positive trend, but negative momentum. So, we're just going to watch and see how the trades go. By the way, just let you guys know, remember I was at 50,800 yesterday. Now, here's the interesting thing. I took it down to 50,000 and brought it up to 51,000. I'll tell you the story of how I did that yesterday a little bit later. But I thought you guys are really good. This is my funded account, right? This is the funded account. I'm going to tell you how I ran it. I nearly butchered it, and I came right back the same day. It was really interesting. That's when I realized no more fucking around. My funded account was a real revelation to me in terms of how to really trade this well. Also, hey, coaching tonight, right? And I'm going to do it from the city, so it'll be great. So we can. Nobody's going to bother me, so we can do it as long as you want. Here's the link to coaching. If you guys, make sure I get this right. Okay, here's the link to coaching. Go out there. If you want my coaching, go out there, go get it. It gives you everything from coaching to signals to the BFF dots to 3 free Apex accounts. So that's not even part of that landing page, but I'm giving you a verbal commitment that I will buy you 3 free Apex accounts if you sign up for coaching. So amazing deal. All right, let's look at this. What's going on with S&P? No, NASDAQ is down. S&P kind of trying to crawl back up. Let's look at the S&P. The slope is still red, not even close. If we get a green dot, green slope, we're going to go along S&P, but it's it's really struggling. It's really having a hard time. But I'm taking counter trend trades in funded account. I was. That wasn't the problem. I'll explain to you what I did, how I fucked it up, and how I came back. Like counter trend trades by themselves is not the real issue. Trading processes, and I'll talk a lot about that as we get into the show. Where's everybody? Don't forget, next week I may not be there for Monday because it's my daughter's camp production. I will try to broadcast, but it's in the boondocks. I don't know if Kathy will do it, but I may not join her. But I will be back on Tuesday to do CPI trading, and that's going to be like it's going to be a mini marathon. We're probably going to do like 3 hours of trading. All right, here we go. S&P, negative momentum. Let's see where is NASDAQ. If NASDAQ is negative. Now NASDAQ is doing dick. S&P, negative momentum. Red dot. If we go over here, you see we have a red slope, red dot. This stays in this position, 302.25 or lower. We're going to go short this thing. That's a counter trend trade, but it's perfectly legitimate. It's within process. Okay. But it's got to, we got to wait till the candle completes. Between here and now is 50 seconds of completely different stuff. Good morning, Doc. Good morning, everybody. So who's new in the room? Anybody who's new? Say hi. Give me a raise your hand. Just identify yourself. I'm going to run you through the rules of how I trade, how we trade consistent trades. Look at that. Trade is going away. 28 seconds, and the red dot goes away. We need the red dot to trade this trade. So we're going to watch this very, very carefully. 19 seconds, blah, blah, blah. Hi, Drew. Where are you from? Are you from Vietnam or are you in the U.S.? 8 seconds, 6 seconds. This is a trade. 3, 2, 1, sell. All right, we're short here. Target is 375, right? Tiny little trade. We're going to just trade tiny little trades and see how it goes. Counter trend, may stuff me. Doesn't matter. I'm trading tiny, so I'm going to be able to repair this thing with no problem if this doesn't work. You're in California. Oh, what a surprise. Let me guess. You're in Southern California. The place of more good Vietnamese restaurant than anywhere else in the world. Welcome to the show. Who trades? If you're new, okay, here's what I want to know. if you're new and you know how to trade, or you've traded futures before, give me, say, new futures, or say new no futures, because in this room, during the U.S. session, we trade futures only, and I kind of want to make sure that people are familiar or unfamiliar, so I can run you through exactly what we do. Who else is new here? There's got to be more new people here. Okay, let's watch the NASDAQ trade. What's NASDAQ doing? Oh, NASDAQ also gave us a sell. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to sell NASDAQ too. Even though it's going against me, it doesn't matter. It's a good price. If this stuffs me, it's fine. Again, same thing, small size. This is a good price. NASDAQ is negative slope, negative bid. There's a red dot here. My entry would have been here, but now I got a much better entry. So if I am wrong, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But if I'm right, I get to be right at a much better price. So if I'm late on a trade that was, where the setup, and that got filled. Okay, so that got filled on this. Wait, what did we get filled on? Let me see. Let me just see with my accounts. Why is this? Gosh, I'm having a hard time. Guys, I don't know what's going on here. Let me see what's going on here. Oh, I know what I did. I'm sorry. I was like, why did this get filled? This should have been, it was my fault. My fault. Okay, that got filled, but it got filled for nothing. I should have been 80 ticks. I had the wrong stops and targets here. Okay, let's do that. Okay, this is fixed. So the next trade will be properly fixed. This trade looks like it's going to stop us out at 603, and if it does, fine. We will repair this on the next opportunity for ourselves. For now, it's positive trend in the S&P, negative trend in NASDAQ, okay? Negative trend in NASDAQ. We're going to wait for like the next signal for NASDAQ for us. See, S&P kind of turned itself around. We took this counter trend trade, and it just didn't, and we're stopped out. Fine. So we're stopped out. Now the next trade in the S&P is to figure out where the signal is. If it's going to be positive trend, then we're going to get green dots and a green slope on the SMA. We'll go long. If this gives us another red sell, we'll just go red sell and try to repair that trade this way. So we just wait for the next signal to go. NASDAQ is giving us a red signal over here, which we're going to take right now, happily. I'm going to sell this, sell market, and this should, hopefully my targets are going to work. My target is 15, and the stop is 40. So this is NASDAQ. So I took this trade over here because it was negative trend, negative slope, all within our process. Target is 15 on NASDAQ. And when we turn to S&P, there's a discrepancy. Obviously, NASDAQ is a little bit weaker than the S&P. It's kind of interesting as we're watching the trade here. So NASDAQ looked like we got done. The NASDAQ trade got done nicely, right? You guys see that? Boom, boom, boom. Very clean, trend-oriented trade. Just boom, boom, boom. Took that trade nicely. I'm going to go to open positions. We've got no open positions here. And we're going to just simply see what gives next. Is S&P really going to stabilize and go positive? We'll see. But we're going to let the market tell us where the next signal is. Yep, NQ short resolved. Very, very nice. It was super, super easy. Now I'm using literally 1 micro. So for me, it's going to be 5 micros, like half a mini. I'm going to use 5 micros on the S&P. I'm using tiny little bits on the S&P. Now this is interesting. Okay, let's watch this. So you see how the slope is turning. You guys just get a little bit bigger. You see how it's going from gray to green? That's positive slope. Now, if we get a positive green dot here, if this dot goes green, that's going to give us a positive signal in the S&P. Not yet. Maybe this candle. We'll see. I'm going to watch this candle. This is a fully actualized trend trade because we have positive trend, positive slope, positive momentum. If all of this holds at the current price levels, if we're 625 or higher, the trade is a go. If we're not, then it's not a go. And the thing that's interesting is that you can see the market is very, very choppy. So it's very good for us. This is why we wait, because we really want to see if this is a true trend move or this is just another bullshit move, and we're kind of going to exhaust ourselves and start to go down. There's clearly a discrepancy between the weakness in NASDAQ and the moderate or minor strength in the S&P. I think the NASDAQ is going to start pulling the S&P down. So we're going to watch this carefully. So this went from positive bid to negative bid, a red dot and a red slope, right? So if this goes now, this went from like 6 to 2. It's a pretty good signal that we might go down, assuming we got to close. We got to close like at 225 or lower. So this is a big move to the downside. I'm going to set myself up for the S&P with 5 micros, and if this stays at around this this level, this massive level, we're gonna short this thing. So we've got 26 seconds left. Big move. Just gonna wait patiently. Definitely going to wait till the close of the candle, because one of the things about these type of big moves is they sometimes race right back up and make the whole trade disappear. So far, it's kind of holding the lows. 3, 4, 2, 1, sell. All right, we short, and the target is 325 or 3,025. Sorry. Okay. Maybe it'll go against me. We'll see. Let me show you on this chart what the move was. So red move. This is a counter trend trade, not as again, not fully 3 out of 4 variables are side, because we generally always want to be on the trend side. The only drawback of this kind of trade is it's such a big down candle that the retrace here could just stop me. I could be right on the ultimate direction. In other words, this could go down, but just retrace me, stop me out on a retrace. It's always the risk. We just accept that risk because we still have small size. But this was a negative trade, negative slope. We'll see if it works, or if it's just chop city and it's just weaving us in and out into until it kind of it really looks like the market is just basically trying to figure out which way it wants to go. So you have sharp moves down, sharp moves up, and no continuation. When we have no continuation, we get stopped out. But that's what we live with. Peter, what did I say about gold? Were you not in the room? I said if anybody mentions gold, they're going to be banned from the room. Yeah, it's a really good idea to have a separate account for counter trend trades. I'm just trying to keep it focused on one account right now, so I'm kind of trading both sides. And yeah, in a perfect world, would I like to only trade trend trades? Yes. I mean, I traded trend trade on NASDAQ, and you see that worked very well. So far, this is the second counter trend in S&P, and it's a struggle. But it's a counter trend trade with lots of reasons for it. I mean, it's not the perfect reasons, but like preponderance of reasons. I'm not waiting for a second dot because I'm trying to use. Was it yours idea or somebody else's idea? I forget whose idea it was. of like, let's take the first, as long as we got the slope, take the first dot. So I'm sort of using the slope as my confirmation move here, right? All right, we're coming down. Where's my move here? Again, what's my TP here? It's 325. 300. And we got filled. And we managed to, like, again, just my point to you guys. You got to have, you got to faith in the process. You got to understand that the process sometimes is going to take against you. We had the big stop against it precisely because of big retrace. And eventually, the downward trend moved. So everything got resolved. Where's this account now is 200. So I only need $300 to go to target, which is exactly what I want. So everything got resolved. Again, small size did not put us in any kind of a risk position on the size, right? I was trading just micros, and everything, everything kind of worked. All right, so where are we at now here? Nowhere. We got nothing going on here. So taking a snapshot, let's just take a snapshot of where we're at. We are still positive bid, still positive trend. Sorry, positive trend on NASDAQ, on S&P. S&P is 200 above 8, positive trend, right? NASDAQ is negative trend, right? So NASDAQ really, I should have actually taken this trade on NASDAQ. That would have been a nice, easy trade. Now at this point, I have to be a little bit patient on NASDAQ. I want to wait for a buy dot, sell dot sequence. If I get a buy dot, sell dot sequence that still stays with a negative trend, I'll take that. For now, I don't have any trades. We took this trade in NASDAQ really nicely. We could have taken one more trade in NASDAQ. We could have taken this trade at 93, but we were involved in a S&P resolution trade, and we try to do just one trade at a time. So this is where things stand right now on the charts, right? And this is where we're at on this. You can see us getting short here, get stopped out, 5 times size over here, and that short resolves. Okay, so we have a little bit of time. Let's do this. Let me show you. Let's show the rules. All right, by the way, I want everybody who's new, talk to me. I want you to say hello to me because I'm gonna teach you the rules of everything that we do. Okay, so I want 5 raised hands from new people. I'm not gonna talk until new people pop up because this is a interactive show and you got to participate. Otherwise, you'll never learn anything. So whoever is new, raise your hand, say new. And I know who's not new. So anybody who's not new, don't bullshit me. Until I get 5 raised hands, we're not going to talk. We're just going to sit there and watch charts. Because I want everybody who's listening to get in there and start talking to me. Ali, that's not fair. Your wife is old by association. Right, nice to meet you. Payment, you kind of not new, but all right, I'll let you slide. I need 3 more news. Let's go. Are you trying to get your wife to trade, or are you just trying to show her the degenerate how you spend your degenerate time? You sure this is going to be good for your relationship? I just want to make sure. Let's go. I don't see any more news. Come on, you bastards. Talk to me. I'm going to talk. She learns to trade. Okay. That's great. That's great. You're new at heart. No bullshit. Untouchable. You're an OG, but learning something new every time. Okay. Fair enough. Charles, North Star, you're kind of new. All right. I'll give you that. All right. Okay. One more. Somebody who's totally new. Trend was new. Let's go. Yeah, I'm just not going to chase I see the NQ falling. Paul, nice to see you. Where you from, Paul? I see NQ falling, but we're just not going to chase it. It's tempting, but we're not going to chase it. Okay, we're not. Okay, so here's the rules. Here's the rules as you see on the bottom of the screen. First and foremost, we do trend detection. So short-term moving average above long-term moving average. That's the big trend. Like you see on the S&P, the big trend is still positive, even though everything else is kind of negative, right? The second thing we look for is momentum dot. In this particular case, the momentum dot is red, right? That's the second thing that we're looking for. So that means actually momentum is negative. So in this case, we have a big divergence. The trend is positive, momentum is negative. The third thing we look for is higher dots for positive momentum. So like this green dot is higher than this green dot. That's positive momentum. And just to show you what would be a positive trade, this would be a positive trade. Positive trend, higher dots, and a green short-term SMA. Slope on the SMA is green. That's all screams buy. And all of these, you can see me buying here, buying here, buying here. That's all just money in the bank. That's the easiest trade to make. It's a trend trade with positive momentum, positive slope. That's all we do. Now, life is never perfect, right? Sometimes life kind of inverts itself. And when it does, let me see if I can turn this around. Can I turn this around? No, I can't. So when it does, we get a counter trend trade. A counter trend trade is where you have something like this. All right. Where you have something like this. You have positive trend, but everything else is screaming sell. The slope is negative. The dots are negative. The dots are lower than the other, right? So in this particular case, we have a counter trend signal in the S&P. It's got 11 seconds left. We're actually going to go over here to our S&P. We're going to do this in tiny size. 3, 2, 1. And we're going to see if this actually holds. It does hold. We're going to sell it. We're going to sell this. And we're selling this on the S&P, just tiny little size, one size. Our target is 98.75. Stop is 375. Let's see if we can make the trade. 5, 10. And we're done. And we do this over and over and over and over again. The beautiful part about this rule set is it's super precise. There's zero interpretation. There's zero bullshit of like, oh, it looks kind of, wiggly to me or jiggly to me, or the third retrograde Mercury is not confirming, so therefore it's not a trade. It's not ICT. It's not kind of double tops, double bottoms. It's not kind of Elliott wave. It's not kind of bullshit. It's straight up pragmatic, practical trading. Okay? No bullshit trading. We do this every fucking day, 1,000 times a day. So you like that. You like the idea of making the same donut every day and selling 1,000 donuts a day. Trent, you're in Southern California. I couldn't resist, right? The home of the donut shops. That's my analogy. It's 100% objective. That's exactly it, right? Exactly it. 100% objective. So in this particular case, this was a counter trend trade. We took that. It's not the perfect trade. It's 3 out of 4 trades. The trend trade is the perfect trade. It's 4 out of 4 of these rules on here. But regardless, the rules are super simple. They're super easy to follow, and hopefully you guys like them. I'm going to go back to my. All right, here we go. Back to this, and back to this. Okay. So clear to everybody who's a newbie. San Diego, Paul. Nice. Is everybody? Is Paul? Give me a yes, clear. North Star. Give me a yes, clear. Everybody who's new, you're like, yes, Boris. This makes perfect fucking sense. Even if I don't trade with you the way I do, at least I understand what you're doing, right? Good. I'm really, really glad you guys like it. Bright likes it. Paul likes it. It's totally clear, right? That's what we do. We do this all day long, every day. And we do this in all of our prop accounts, and we pass our prop accounts. So my only function in life is to create these unique indicators, wrap them around with intelligent strategies, teach them to you, and let you trade along with me so you can fund all these accounts. So, all I do is, at this point is just focus on helping people fund accounts. The basic pass rate on funding accounts is 5%. I was going to say less people pass their funding accounts than go to Harvard, but that's really not a positive thing. I think I'm trying to figure out how I can insult Harvard as much as possible and try to make my point. I guess maybe I should say, less people get into University of Texas than pass their evaluation accounts. With us, 70 to actually 80% these days, almost 8 out of 10 people who trade with me get funded accounts because they use the strategy in their own way, in their own different way, but they use the rules of the strategy and the rules of the indicator. So if you like that, come join me. Here's the link. If you want to just hang out with me in the room, that's fine too. But regardless of whatever it is, be sure to get my friends Apex's account. They just extended their discounts, and we love them for that because where else in the world can you spend $25 and get 25,000 trading account, right? I have, as I've showed you guys. Here we go. So this is one of my trading. Oh shoot, hang on a second. This is one of my trading accounts. This is all the trading accounts I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are all funded accounts. See the PX, and I'm just moving through one after the other towards payout city. That's the game plan. Just think about how cool that is. That none of this is my own money. I think this is 50-50. This is 100,000, about 200,000 in not my own money that I get to trade and get paid out on. That's the game plan. That's what we try and do with you guys. Okay, so if you guys enjoy that, it's a lot of fun. All right, what do we got here? We got what do I have here? No, I thought I might have another sell signal in the S&P, but we're clearly turning a little bit down here. Nasdaq is really negative. Nasdaq is really feeling the vibe, right? Now, if I was, in this new methodology where I'm just I'm going to just bang it in my own account, I actually would have traded this one and this one. I basically would bang this all the way down until I fail, until I get a stop out. And I would do this at small size because then I know I can repair it pretty well. But because we switched around between two accounts, and because I don't want to change my focus, I kind of missed a lot of these trades. But that's fine. Next time we trade with you, maybe I'll put that plan into action. The point being is that the structure of trading momentum, trend, slope is such a powerful structure that it doesn't really matter if you trade it for an hour, trade it for a day, trade it for a week. It's always there if you find it. If you just give it a chance to display itself, and then you can always take advantage of it. Doc, so understand this. We're trading futures, okay? Futures are a very competitive business. We're using wealth charts, which is using Chicago Mercantile Exchange fees, or Tradeway, which is using Chicago Mercantile Exchange fees. In both cases, it's a $1 round turn on a micro for 1 micro, and $5 on a mini. Right, so if it's 5 minis, it's $25. If it's 5 micros, it's $5. That's all it is, right? Maybe $1.05, whatever. I don't bother. The point is, if you want to see commission, all right, you want to see commission. Let me show you commission. Oh, hang on. Let me go to Tradeway. It's a good idea. Let me show you You want to see if everybody, I think, you're convinced. The point is, it doesn't fucking matter if it's $1 million in commission because you never pay it. It's a simulated account. But just to show you what the commission is, hang on. Reports. Let's go this week. Go. Okay. $317 in commissions. Okay. Right. This week on this is the account. Yeah. This is the 07 account. Okay. Fine. That's what it is. Right. So yeah, who cares? I don't pay it. I could give a flying fuck over the commissions. All I care about is how much money I have net, right? Yeah, it's a flat rate. It's a flat rate. Well, it's flat rate per account. Nick Brick is asking a really good advanced question, and we'll talk about this in coaching today. But the answer is yes. They almost never do because the slope is always against you. So for example, here's a white, let's say we're going to do a counter trend trade, right? This is a white dot, meaning it's a buy dot. But the only thing we care about is the slope. The slope of the short-term SMA is the final and most important determinant of whether we go or no go. And slope is almost never going to be green in this condition. It's going to take 3 or 4 candles to turn the slope green. So the point is that the white dots or the purple dots, in this case, where you have that kind of, even here, the purple dot here was a green slope, so we didn't take it, but the red dot was. You see that? It's very, very rare. Even here, purple dot is green. No trade, right? So that's what makes it so beautiful is that the slope checks you. The slope checks you against making dumb trades. Having these 4 check boxes, it's like a checks and balances. It's my own little checks and balances of United States Constitution of my trading constitution, right? Between the executive, judicial, and legislative. And I got to have all 3 of them aligned in order to have my legislation passed. For all of you students of American history. So until I get all, and it actually, it's just, it's 4 or 3, whatever, either 3 or 4 of my rates. So the point is, it's almost never going to be. You see, even here, this green dot is bullshit. The slope is still red. I got nothing to do here. Until the slope turns green, it's not a trade. And the slope is not going to turn green until you kind of just get 3 or 4 of these candles. You get actual evidence of stabilization, right? That's what needs to happen. On this case, hold up a second. So in this case, it's a legitimate trade. We have a $1.14. This is a green slope. It's a small counter trend trade because it's really, really shallow below, one below the other, but worthwhile for us to take on a small basis, right? So in this particular case, we've got a minute to go. If we're staying around 250, 225, this is a legitimate trade for us, and we're gonna try and put ourselves into this trade if it stays at this level, right? So we're gonna just wait patiently and see if this trade is going to stay here. Really feels like it's really kind of moving nicely up, but we're going to stay very patient. If this comes back down to what is my low here? Well, we'll just watch it on TradingView, and then we'll come back to wealth charts and do the trade, because this could disappear. If this disappears, if the dot disappears or the green line disappears, either one of these disappears, the trade goes away. It's like a magic trick, Poof, it's there. Poof, it's not. And if it's not there, we don't do the magic. 6, 7, 5, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we go. Bye. All right, so target is 375. We're in at 275. Target is 375. Let's see if this works. Enzo, the strategy, I traded the strategy for 6 hours yesterday. There was 1,000 trades during any time of the day. All you need, and I would say that, if you want to just sort of be really, really, really disciplined, just wait. Just trade only trend setups. Just trade only trend setups. Every 15 minutes, there's a signal in 23 hours a day, right? We just looking for 5 points in the S&P, in Nasdaq, 1 point in the S&P. There's almost always the possibility of that trend any given time of the day. We're not looking for a lot, which means that we get to trade almost any time of the day. That's the beauty of this particular structure. Okay, so there's not. Time is almost immaterial. I mean, there's obviously New York time is good. Obviously, the best time is like maybe 6 o'clock in the morning till 12 in New York, because you get that European New York overpass. But it's it's really 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 good. Really really good. Can you make trade copier to simultaneously enter MES to NQ? I don't know. I'll find out. I think you need 2 separate trade copier trades. It's a really good question. I don't know if you could do that. I think the whole idea of trade copier is to trade instrument to instrument. But I'll find out. I'll get asked that. It's a really interesting question. So I would disagree with you. Let's tell me what you mean by follow the volume, Doc. Do you mean that you want to follow the most active times of the day? I'd probably agree with you on that. I probably agree with you on the idea that you want to trade most active times of the day. If what you mean is that you want to watch volume, profile or some other bullshit indicator on the charts, no. You don't get paid for volume. You get paid for price. I don't give a shit if there's 1 volume or 1 million volume. The only thing I care about is that my price gets done, right? So I find volume to be completely useless. And we're done. Here we go. We're done again. We're done again. We're done again. It took a little while. You see the trade. Trade in high volume sessions. Then I would agree with you. I would agree with you on that point. But it's really, honestly, okay. So here's okay. You want to know my trick? You know how much I ranted against gold. Like I really, really, just fucking ripped on gold this morning. Okay, so here's my trick. You trade Asia. You're in Asia or you're West Coast US. It's like 5, 6 o'clock in the afternoon. You come back from work. It's about 8 o'clock New York. Plenty of time. Let's say 8 o'clock New York to 12 midnight New York. That's 5 to 9 LA time, right? It's Asia time. You know where the money is at? The money is in gold. Just fucking everybody trades gold in Asia. Gold moves. Find trend in gold. Hit it. Like my order of priority in Asia would be gold first, Nasdaq second, S&P third, right? Then you get to New York, the whole thing totally flips. And by New York, I mean 6 a.m. New York. 6 a.m. New York to 12 noon New York. I consider it's a London, New York interchange. You get to that point. At that point, I'm just focusing S&P, Nasdaq. I don't even think about gold. Like I think if you have that mentality and that approach, you optimize your chances of hitting all these trend trades in a proper fashion. You could trade all day, dude. You got to run a restaurant, my friend. We're still, we're waiting for your great dishes. By the way, one of these days you're gonna have to share your house dish with us, so that we can all replicate it at home here. Enzo, by the way, if you guys are in London, Enzo, what's your restaurant's name? Post it in the comments. Anybody who's in London, go out there and have a meal with Enzo. Tell him if you say Boris sent you, I'll buy you a glass of wine. Enzo, charge me. What's the best way to trade trend to have the highest probability to win 2 trades a day, as conservative as possible? There's no good answer to that. You're not gonna, you're just not, you're not gonna be assured of that, right? Amare Limoncello. Oh, this is a great name. That means love and limoncello. That's a great name. In London, go out there and have fun if you're in London with Enzo. Santiago, it's not like I can't answer that question because if I was to gun to my head, 10 a.m. New York until 11:30 New York trade trend. Okay, that would be like 10 a.m. New York. Like right now, all of the trend trades are working nicely, right? And they're just nice and clean trades, all working nicely. Oh shoot, we kind of missed the counter trend trade in Nasdaq, but that's the way it goes. I can do just one. I mean, my point is, I could do one good trade with you guys and show you the great setup, and I think it's more important than me trying to do a million trades with you guys live, right? It's really much more about showing you the setup than trying to hit every trade. But this was a legit counter trend trade. We could have gone here, right? This would have been a green slope, green dot, 59. Target would have been 64. We would have done it. It would have been done, right? Nice and clean. Counter trend trade. The most important thing is just the most remarkable thing is how we just have all these elements working in our favor, and that puts everything into a full trading idea. Yes, but honestly, it's not the consecutive. Honestly, I really changed my mind. I used to think that you actually needed 2 consecutive dots, but if you think about what 2 consecutive dots mean, it means green slope. This just sort of confirms this. The single most important thing for me, the most important thing that I look at, the thing that will make me trade or not make me trade is this, the slope of the moving average, right? If I have a buy signal, but this thing is red, I don't care. I don't give a shit if it's in the highest possible trend. I won't trade it. And if it's green, I will have a lot more confidence that it's trading. This encapsulates this. Like the reason we had 2 dots was in a way to sort of encapsulate this idea. So that once you understand what we're doing, once you understand what the visualization is actually showing you mathematically, then you really understand the setup. Okay? So really, really understand what this is. What we're looking for is positive momentum within trend or positive momentum in counter trend. The shortest possible signal in the direction we want to go. Is everything getting confirmed? Yes. If it's not getting confirmed, no. It's the slope, baby. It's the slope. I need one of those, guy, like one of those 5-year-old kids doing black diamonds on a ski hill and just say, it's the slope, baby. It's the slope. Because that's really what it's about. You know, you ever seen 5-year-old kids ski on top of a mountain and just like go through the black diamonds like it's nothing because their center of gravity is literally to the ground. So you could just go through there. So slope is dope. Yeah, it's what it is. And it's the slope. All right, so here's a perfect example. We have trend. We have negative momentum, but we have a green slope. No fucking way am I going to do a short on this, okay? This is my point. It seems like I got everything set up here except the only thing that really matters. The short-term trend is green. There's a lot of buying. There's been a lot of buying over the last few minutes. I'm not fighting it. I want to have everything go my way so that I can slide to my profit. I can just literally slide right to my profit. I don't want to be fighting for my profit, okay? So that's a perfect example of why I wouldn't be trading this right now. What's the S&P doing? S&P doing nothing. Okay, it's kind of quiet. Okay, good. I'm moving my account to target here. Oh, okay, guys, we got about 5 minutes left before I gotta go. But we did a lot of good trades here. You see how many trades worked so well, right? we had only one trade that didn't work, and this is a trade that got resolved. And we not only washed away the losses, but made profits on this trade. This trade we made profits on the all the see I was just making sliding profits here, sliding profits here. I could have made more profits here, and I missed the trade over here because I was talking. So overall, it was just really good example of the principle at work, of just the principle at work, right? That's what we're looking for. Oh, Tom, really, your old man is showing. Tom is like and cutting you off regularly, talking about the little kids on the matter. Man, you really got the get off my lawn vibe here, Tom. I mean, of course they're gonna cut you off. They're little kids. But yeah, I mean that's the whole idea is be one with the mountain. I'll be very Bruce Lee today. We're trying to be one with the mountain. We're just trying to, skate down the slope or slide down the slope whenever we get a chance. And if we don't have that chance, we don't take the trade. All right, newbies. Did you guys like this today? Is this a little clear for everybody who's a newbie in terms of understanding what I do? What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday. Actually, I'm going to trade with you guys tomorrow. It's good news. Usually I don't trade Friday, so I'm going to trade Friday with you. So if you like this, bring your friends, bring your wives, like Ali did. Bring your girlfriends, bring your boyfriends, whatever you want to do. Everybody have a good time, and I'll show you how the greatest thing in the world, trading $25 accounts for $25,000 payouts. It's the greatest gig in the world for a retail trader. Your wife left. It's not. I told you, man. Big mistake. Big mistake. Yeah. Have fun. Have fun trying to explain to her your degenerate ways. But I'm glad. I'm glad you exposed her at least to it. Good luck. Now, how's your trading been going, by the way? Ali is like one of my students. He has managed to just. How many accounts have you funded, Ali? Let us know. I'm just actually curious. There's a lot of people in the room here who trade with me. I don't even know. You probably funded like about. Oh, thank you, Michael. Bring your friends, guys. So what was somebody saying to me? NQ. What's NQ doing? Is NQ getting negative? NQ is getting negative. You're right. Let's do NQ. Let's do NQ. Where am I on NQ? NQ sell. Did I hit the right button? Yeah. Okay. We short NQ. The target on NQ here is where is this? I can't even see it. And we got done on NQ. Last trade of the day. Thank you for pointing that out to me, Fabio. So guys, I really actually what Fabio has done is really good, and I'm going to encourage everybody else to do this, but only NASDAQ and S&P. If I see a fucking GC symbol, I'll ban you. I don't want you if you see something setting up to the rules, and then you see me yapping away because I'm obviously not paying full attention. Just make a note on it, like 10-15 seconds to the chart, so I can see if I can catch the move for you guys. But let's see let me explain to you why we did the NQ and why that worked really, really well. So large trend, small trend, negative trend. First momentum dot. I said I'm not trading because the slope is green. Then the slope evened out and the slope got red. We got short this trade, only looking for a 5-point trade. Boom, boom, done. Okay, we got in at 13, got out at 7, and we're done. Super easy trade. We don't need much to get it, to get paid, and that's all we look for. See, Ali has 6 funded accounts. So Ali, are most of them 50s or some of them 25s? What's the total notional value of your funded accounts? So it's 50. So you got 300. Basically, Ali's got $300,000 of not his capital, not his money, that he can trade at leisure. No pressure on him. He can do it in a day. He can do it in a week. He can do it in months. He can do it in years. There's no pressure on him. As long as he keeps that capital alive, he can trade it forever. And that's the beauty of trading prop, guys. That's why, that's why I love doing it with you guys. It's like one of the greatest things to work. Oh, before I forget, for everybody who's got their own accounts and everybody who's not an American, I'm going to be talking about a lot of these principles, but for your own accounts for this weekend. Shit, let me get the. Oh, God damn it, I forgot the link. I'm going to do a free webinar, guys, on all of this. Just bear with me a second. I got to find the. Oh man, I really wish I had this. I just want to put the link in there because it's so it's such a good webinar. Oh, man, where is it? Okay, here it is. Okay, if you guys want, it's going to be 7 o'clock in the morning. So if you're in Europe, it's going to be great. If you're like on the East Coast or West Coast, it's really not, this is not meant for Americans. Americans are welcome, but it's not for Americans. It's for everybody who's not American, who has a MetaTrader 5. I created a whole bunch of tools and a whole bunch of indicators that do this on longer term charts with bigger cycles and bigger targets that hopefully you guys will really enjoy. I'm going to give everything away. So come to this webinar. I'm going to show you exactly how to install everything on the MetaTrader 5 this weekend. Okay. Anza's got 2 and more in progress. Yeah, and I know Rick has got a few. Everybody's is some. Eventually everybody's going to have about $250,000 to $500,000 of funded capital at their disposal, just basically trading it, for as long as they want to, and that's the beauty of the system. So hopefully you guys really enjoy it. All right, I really got to run now because Kay's going to just bust my balls as usual. Guys, so much fun. Today was a really good day. What did I do today? Let's just review what I did today. I said fuck gold. I said fuck everything else. I said screw accounts. I said focus. What did I do today that worked so well? I said I'm going to do just one account, small sizes, and only setups that I want, right? Look how well it worked. We basically ran 6 out of 7 winning trades today. And the losing trade was totally repaired and won. That is the recipe for us. All right, no more fucking around. I'm just like this. I had a real epiphany last night on my own accounts. I don't give a shit about what everybody wants to do. We're gonna do what works best. And if you want to win, this is what I'm gonna do with you guys every day. Today was a perfect example of how we won almost every single trade by just not being focused. Right? BFF. No fucking around. Right? That's the motto. All right, guys, everybody have a great day. Thank you so much. I really loved trading with you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. Everybody have a great day. Bye-bye.